Hi everyone, it's that day of the week again when we have another update, another exciting one this week. So, first thing that you'll see in the feed is that we now have stats. So, we have stats for the play counts as well as the number of comments. You can also tap on a creator's profile or go into your own profile and see the stats for each of the games that you have created. On the other hand, even in the fresh page, you'll see the stats for the games which get updated as players interact with them. Um, After that, what we've done is we also added a bunch of improvements to the editor. So let's just jump into this. Well, before jumping into the editor, the other thing just to update is we have a new wiki, and that is linked via this button right up here. So if you tap on this, it will take you to our new wiki. All right, so now back to the editor. So jumping to the editor, we have a few new additions. The first one, which has been asked for a while, is we now have projectile colors. So you can go and tap on a projectile, tap on its skin. Let's just look at this, tap on its skin, and you can choose a color for it. So now this gives you much more control over the look and feel of your game because you're able to easily set the color of your projectile. Right? The other thing that we've also done is that in the view tab you now have the ability to add multiple joysticks. So you see you can add multiple joysticks from here. So when I tap on this, you'll think nothing has been added, but essentially it's added a joystick on top of the existing one. You'll also see that the joystick has this rule on it, or this property on it, called control. And control basically allows you to set what object it should control. So right now, on this, both the player and the enemy, I have added the move rule. So the only objects that will show up under this control property are objects with the move rule on it. So I can say that, hey, this joystick should control both the player and the enemy, or maybe just the player, and the first joystick should control just the player. So if I hit play, now I'll see this one is controlling the enemy, and this one is controlling the player. And of course, with dual joysticks or multiple joysticks, you can create various systems, whether they are kind of like aiming systems, ability to kind of pan around the camera. It just gives you more control over your games. All right. The other thing that you also see that on the default UI, these existing default properties like the jump, they can now be deleted if you need to. So you can delete these properties that were previously not deletable, like attack and jump on the default UI, and add your own if necessary. All right. Now jumping into the rule system, a few additions in the rule system. So let's look at that. So I'm just going to create a basic custom rule. Now, we've added the ability for you to create your own custom colors. We have a grid, we have a palette of colors to choose from, but in case you're not happy with it, you can create your own custom colors in the rule system using RGB values, and let's see how that is. So right now, say if I want to change the color of that piece of text up there, what I would do is I would do game get object, I would get that piece of text, right? And then I would do result of line one, get its text, set its color, and I would choose from this predefined grid, right? And if I hit play, you'll see that that color up here changes. Now, just say for whatever reason I'm not happy with that list of colors that I have, and I want to create my own custom color. The way I can do that is I can just move this up here, and I can do a new thing. So I can first create a vector and think of these xy values, these three values, instead of being xyz, think of them as rgb, and they exist between 0 and 255, right? So you can get these values just by searching on the internet. So for example, the value of red is 255 on the r, 0 on the G, which is green, and 0 on the B, which is blue. It's very easy to look up these colors on the internet. So I'm just going to create that vector, and then I'm going to use this new block over here that says to color. So this has basically taken that vector and converted it into a color. So now instead of plugging in one of these pre-made colors, I can instead plug in my custom color. Now when I hit play, you'll see that that text is now red. So that's another addition to give you a little bit more control over the look and feel of your game.